been a caddy on the largest country clubs, and I think it's just unfair for the media to ignore these other positions, and I'm not going to stand for it. And I think it's just unfair and religious bigotry.
Get started.
Let's see who won that debate. Me. I'm a fighter. Well, my back's to the wall like it was in Desert Storm, and like it is now. So vote for me, please. And don't make me beg, because I will beg. You want me on my knees? Fine. Have it your way. Please. Please make me a two-termer. I know I've been asleep at the wheel, but I don't want to be a one-termer. Looks bad in the history books, please. Please vote for me. Please. Please vote for me. I'm scared. I'm desperate. I don't want to be one-termer. I'm behind. Please. Please vote for me. I'll do anything. Just vote for me. Please. Please vote for me. Now we see that Michael Dukakis is now a boogie board instructor in the island of Oahu. Me, leader of the free world, in fact of the entire world, now that communism has been wiped from God's green earth. And still I'm losing. What do you people want? You know, I kept us steady during global recession. I mobilized international coalition to defeat an evil dictator. I supported a Clean Air Act that ensured fairly clean air for our children. Not so bad, is it? Come on now. What, you want me to beg? Okay. I'm begging. Please. Please vote for me. Please. Please vote for me. Please. Don't want to be one-termer. Please. Please vote for me. Now a question for Bill Clinton. Yes, Governor Clinton, the big story today has been your big trip to Moscow. Some have been subjected... Dad, just cut it. Mr. Clinton, the big story today has been your meetings with KGB agents in Moscow. Isn't it true you haven't told the American people the full story? Well, Sam, this tactic just shows you how desperate the Bush campaign has become. Yes, I did go to Moscow by train in 1969, and while on the train, I struck up a conversation with the man next to me. He gave me a package to take to Moscow and instructed me to leave it folded in a newspaper in a kiosk across from London soon. I've explained this many times. Yes, the KGB did subsequently pay my way through law school. But that was the last contact with the KGB until years later when Hillary and I were having problems, and it was a KGB agent, Nikolai Kuznetsov, who let me stay in his place for a while until he passed things up, that's all. I tried to burn an American flag once. I didn't like it. It gave off toxic fumes, so I didn't inhale it. That's it. Well, I think that's just sad. Well, once again, it all comes down to, hey, just here. Who's been there? I've met with Mitterrand, I've met with Major, in the White House. I know the door out to the Rose Garden doesn't lock unless you pull it. I know the toilet in the Lincoln bedroom will run all night unless you jiggle that handle. It's not enough to flush it, you've gotta jiggle it. I know Air Force One, backwards and forwards. I know that seat AG does not fully recline. If we were flying the Prime Minister to a trade conference, I alone among these candidates can say, Mr. Maroney, seat AG does not fully recline. I suggest you use another. That's it. That's the whole... See, I wouldn't kill the murderer of Kitty Dukakis right away. See, I'd wait for a hot Texas day. See, and I tie him to a steak, and I get a Lancho going, you know, Texas Ranch, each long, slough biting you flesh. You guess what I'm saying here? See, they're eating them alive, nice and slow like. And I'll be sitting under a shade, under an umbrella, be with a lemonade, and sit back and say, hey fella, hey, like them apples. And hell, he'd be screaming, when am I gonna die? And I tell him, I don't know exactly. And frankly, I'll answer your question. You got me? Mr. Bush, the deficit has increased by almost $1 trillion. Don't you think there will be some tax hike needed to reduce the deficit? Jane, the answer is no. I will never raise taxes again, and I mean never. Never, ever, never, ever again, and I mean never, never, ever, never, ever, never, ever, ever, never, ever. Thank you, Mr. President. Never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever, never,
Thank
ever,
you, Mr.
ever,
President.
ever again. Sure, I've kept my campaign promises. Willie Horton is still in jail. Pledge of Allegiance being recited. 1,000 points of light still operating. Coming in from all those areas, the way that light just comes all in there, sure. Now let me tell you something. This crack was bought right here in the White House, 3 feet from this desk. Drug problem, worse than we ever thought. Marijuana being grown, the rose garden. Millie the bush dog bringing in crack pipe from the south lawn. It's bad, bad.
Yeah.
Many presidents tried to get that wall down. Unsuccessful. Unsuccessful. And of course, 3.5 months ago, had an idea, made a little speech. And I quote the Washington Post, July 18th, 1989, right here. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall, said Bush. Does that make me great president? Might Abraham Lincoln up? Gotta be quiet. Gotta quiet down. Vice President just fell asleep. Yeah, look at him there. So peaceful. Expenditures have continued to grow. Right up here. Here expenditures right in that area over there. Revenues remain flat right down here. See this gap here? That's what I want to talk about. This budget deficit. The most frightening thing I've ever seen in my life. Right here. Doesn't go like move it. Still the same size. Flip it, turn it, throw it up. Do anything you want. Don't think I haven't tried. It's still there. You can move it. Move it in and out. Results are always the same. We got that debt thing happening. We need cash. Lots of cash. Sort of boggles my mind, but don't fair. Got a plan. Got a good plan. Gonna tell you right now, not avoiding it. Gonna come out with it. Ready to tell you. Let the telling begin. Gonna come out with it. Here it comes. Gonna tell you, not afraid. Read my lips. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna raise. I'm gonna raise. I'm gonna raise. Well, this is a deliberate attempt by the media to belittle me, and I'm just not gonna stand for it. I've been so many things besides a religious broadcaster. I've been a businessman. I'm owner of the 5th largest cable TV show in the country. I've been a babysitter. I've mowed lawns. I've watched people's homes while they went on vacation. I've been a caddy at a country club, one of the largest country clubs in the state of Virginia. And I think the media, by ignoring these other positions, I think is just unfair. And it's just religious bigotry. Bye Dole from Russell's, Kansas, going to be next president of the United States. So why don't you go back to your summer home, Maine, your automatic garage door opener, your electric stave knife, run around town, your powerboat, while I take care of real issues in the White House. That's it. I'm not going to stand for that. That's a cheap shot right there. George, how'd you like this pen stuck right in your neck? Yeah, whatever. Like to see it try.
Yes.
Persian gal, good to see you. How you doing there, young man?
Good. I'm gonna stop.
Persian gal, good to see you. How you doing there, young man?
I want to ask you something.
Yeah?
I haven't had a job in over a year and a half.
Yeah, tough times here.
How do you justify pay raise while families like mine go hungry?
You know, I deserve that. You know, I know people are hurting, but the message today is I care. And I'm ready to listen. I'm here. I'm hands-on and I'm domestic. I'm a hands-on domestic listener. And I hear people out there, they got real problems because we're in real trouble. And you know what, young man? I care about you.